Hi, my name is Rich Hanlon. For this segment of My Wild Neighbors, I'm reporting from Athens, Pennsylvania to tell you a story about a small falcon and small towns like this one. Small town America is the final frontier. These are the adventures of the Merlin Falcon. Its mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no small falcon has gone before. This is precisely what Merlin falcons have been up to since their populations rebounded following the banning of the pesticide DDT in 1972. Formerly known as a falcon of wild places, around the 1980s, people started noticing Merlin falcons showing up more and more in parks, cemeteries, and other such places in small towns across its breeding range in the United States. In this short video, we'll explore how its relationships with two other bird species helped the resilient, resourceful, and highly adaptable Merlin falcon to make a home among us. Merlin's relationship with crows stems from the fact that Merlin falcons don't build their own nests. Instead, they lay eggs in appropriately sized nests that have been stolen or abandoned by other birds. The story of Merlins is kind of like the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The nest of the bald eagle was too big. The nest of the blue jay was too small. The nest of the crow was just right. Now, I'm not sure whether to call crows friends or enemies to Merlins, because in truth, they can be both. So let's call them frenemies. A couple of years ago, I had the amazing opportunity to watch a month-long battle for a nest that crows built and Merlins were trying to steal. A family of crows built this nest and fledged 3 young from it last year. This year, the crows built a nest in a different location, and this one that's been abandoned by the crows is now being occupied by a pair of Merlins. Its relationship with crows is one of the key factors that's allowed the resourceful Merlin to inhabit small towns across the United States. Merlin falcons tend to focus their hunting efforts on the single most abundant small bird in a given area. Different hunting strategies are needed for different songbird species, so if you're a Merlin falcon, it makes sense to get really good at hunting a single species. They're kind of perfectionists in this way. The most abundant small birds in many towns are house sparrows. This makes house sparrows the primary prey item for small town Merlins. The predator-prey relationship between Merlins and house sparrows is another key factor that allows the highly adaptable Merlin to inhabit the small towns that, prior to the 1980s, were, for the most part, an unexplored world. Here's a video clip from a recent nature outing I led of a Merlin falcon with a freshly caught house sparrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, he scratched his face again. He's done eating. Now he's cleaning his beak. That's kind of like brushing your teeth if you're a falcon.
Yeah.
I know, you don't want to stop.
I've seen that before. We were at a zoo once, and there was like an eagle, and they caught a bird, and we came through, and we were watching it, and they did that.
Foot stomping now.
Yeah, what's that foot stomping about? Oh, he's got to clean his toes too.
Yeah.
He's got to brush his teeth, and he's got to clean his toes.
Well, if you eat with your toes, I guess.
Yeah.
Just stuck it's like washing your hands, right?
Our resilient, resourceful, and highly adaptable falcon neighbors are likely here to stay. Perhaps they can inspire us to be resilient, resourceful, and highly adaptable people in the face of a world rapidly changing in so many ways. If they can do it, so can we.